What's up, guys? Today the new update just dropped for the Team Findies, and I'm going to be checking them out. I'm also going to be reviewing the headliner, but I'm not going to be opening packs. So first of all, we got the Orioles, and I'm just seeing most of these right now. So Ryan Mountcastle. So I wouldn't say it's really a great card. There are definitely better cards you can put at first base that are in these Team Affinity collections, but I mean, of course, the card art's really cool, and it's a great card, but it's a righty, so I don't know. I just really wouldn't recommend going for the Orioles Team Affinity. Going on the Red Sox, we've got Bobby Dalbec. Forgive me if I'm not saying these names right. So, if you want a just absolute power hitting, almost Joey Gallo like third baseman, just without as much power and better defense, um, you can have him. Again, I probably wouldn't recommend him at third. There are definitely better options here. I'm gonna bite my. Again, I wouldn't really recommend him. The Yankees. Now this one, I only need 50 more, and it is.
Hello.
What's up? I'm recording a little bit. So it is a Clark Schmidt starting pitcher. So he's not too bad. 92. Sinker, curveball, changeup, four seam slider. I mean, it's a great pitch repertoire, and it seems pretty balanced with the stats. It wouldn't be a bad one to go after for starting pitching. Let's see here. Snellzilla. Ooh, we got a 95 overall second baseman. All right. So I've seen this one before. So this one actually isn't bad. I mean, it's good defense, a little bit weaker of an arm because he's a second baseman. But I mean, his speed is almost Ricky Henderson tier. That 95 Ricky Henderson. Great contact numbers, great vision numbers. I mean, he has a little bit of pop, but not much. So this is like a Robbie Alomar basically. But yeah, I mean, all right, Tampa. Tampa has a solid card. Going into Toronto. Ooh. Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend this card. Wow. This is a little bit underwhelming. Wow. Yeah, that's not great. Atlanta, I think I heard they have a good card. Alright, 94. Kyle Wright. Four seam, slider, curveball, sinker, changeup. Alright, this card looks freaking awesome. Honestly, I might have to grind and pick this one up, but I don't know. Just solid, righty. That's good. I don't know what his motion's like, but hopefully it's good. I need to watch some gameplay before I go out and dedicate a whole frickin' March to October to one of these guys. 94 overall shortstop here. So pretty fast, great defense. Not so great vision, but it's alright vision, I guess. Good stats against righties, not so great stats against lefties. This guy's kind of a one-dimensional player. If you're facing a righty, he's great. If you're facing lefties, maybe not as much, but he still has the power. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If you want to go for a shortstop, I mean, he wouldn't be a terrible option. I don't know what the Mets have. I haven't heard about theirs, I don't think. Okay. Another just kind of defense, speed, contact hitting shortstop. I mean, look at that card. I mean, look at that face. Jeez. Lefty hitter, good, decent vision. I don't know, he's all right. I mean, again, I think there are even better contact guys out there, but I don't know. All right, so let's see. Phillies. Oh boy, 90 overall. Yeah, I mean, he has sinker, sweeping curve, changeup, four seam, and slider. So good pitch repertoire. Just doesn't have the per-nines that and the stamina that some of the other cards had. But and even the control, velo, and break. But still, I mean, he's not a bad card. Like, this is a great opportunity just to absolutely grind up your starting pitchers. All right. So now Washington, Luis Garcia. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't recommend him either. He doesn't have super high power, and there are just other second basemen that, like, are better than him that I've already seen. Not as great defense, not super fast. I mean, just kind of an card. for the Team Infinity. They're good cards. All of them are good cards because I mean they're 90 and 90 plus diamonds. Okay, Dane Dunning, sinker, curveball, slider, four seam, changeup. I feel like this is one of the best pitching repertoires that I've seen so far. He has great stamina, great Ks per nine. All right, hits and walks per nine, home runs per nine is a little lacking. But I feel like if this guy's motion's good, I feel like this would be one of the guys to that, you know, even though he's a little bit lower overall, he's still going to be used just because of that sinker and that 92 break. The velo might be a problem though, you know, like, you know, that sinker's only going 92, so that thing's going to get hammered. And even if you try to sneak a four seam by, that thing's only going 94, 95. So I don't know. All right, Indians. What do we have? 94 overall. Nolan Jones, third base. Okay, this is a solid card. Great stats against righties. Still great power against lefties. Great discipline. Amazing arm and good fielding as well. I mean, this guy, you could freaking put him anywhere. I mean, you could put him at first base if you want. This is a good card. This is definitely one that I would recommend going for. 94 overall as well. I mean, that's not bad. All right. Okay, Daz Cameron. Balanced defense. He's good at defense, I'll say. He's fast. He's not super fast, but he's fast enough. But the power numbers are not there, and the contact versus right's not there. I just wouldn't recommend him just because that hitting. All right, let's see who KC has. One of my favorite AL teams. All right, Brady Singer. All right. So a sinker, slurve, four seam, change. So not a ton of pitches, but I mean 4. That's good enough. 103 stamina. That's good. Hits and Ks per 9 are all right. Based on balls per 9 are amazing, but the home runs per 9, it's a little bit low. I don't know. I mean, again, this may be one of those cards. This seems like almost like a Royal as well. It doesn't throw very hard. I mean, I don't know. Again, I probably wouldn't recommend that pitcher, just because he doesn't throw very hard and his per 9s aren't super amazing. All right, Alex Kirillov. Okay, so this is a first baseman, so defense is great for first base. And the hitting stats are actually pretty good too. Like I think, you know, his contact numbers are good. His power versus right's pretty good. You know, his high vision. I could totally see throwing him at first, but I'm planning to do something a little bit different. Alright, so now we're gonna look at the Chicago Cubs. Oh, hold on. Alright, so we're going to look at the Chicago Cubs. They have a second base, shortstop, center fielder kind of guy. I would probably... I mean, with this, his defense is good. His arm accuracy is good. And he's fast as freaking fudge. But in vision and, you know, contact hitting is going to be great with this guy, but you're not going to hit any bombs, basically. I don't know. I mean... there we go. If you're looking for a contact hitting middle infielder, I don't know if I'd recommend sticking him in center, because that's going to put the defense down to gold. But I mean, hey, you do you. I think he'd be a great middle infielder. Yeah, I mean, at second base, this guy's going to have a lot of range with that speed. What's up, Michael? And he's going to have great contact hitting. Alright, now that we go to Cincinnati. How's the internet, man? Ooh.
I don't know. Just seems to keep going on and off.
Alright, so this card looks great. 97 stamina, 97 hits per 9, 100 Ks per 9. A little bit low walks and home runs per 9, but has a lot of pitching clutch. The break is good. The control and velo are alright. I mean, this guy's per 9s look great. And he has the pitches. I mean, sinker, slider, four seam, changeup. those are the ones you want. And you know what, the pitches normally go 1 to 2 miles an hour faster than the actual, you know, when the pitch repertoire says. So I mean, this is a great card if you're going for a lefty pitcher. If you need a lefty in your rotation, he's going to be great. I mean, I would strongly recommend going for him, but of course I haven't seen the rest of them. Okay, I also saw a little preview of this card, but I didn't see the stats. So yeah, I mean, he has basically has fastball, curveball, changeup. You know, hits per 9 are pretty good. Ks per 9 are pretty low. Home runs per 9 are kind of low. 91 break, but 72 velo. You know, I don't know. I mean, this guy, if you're a Brewers fan, you really want. I mean, this is probably the coolest card art. Just the colors work really well. I don't know, he's alright, but I'm sure there are gonna be better ones. Better ones out there. Okay, 95 for the Pirates. Ke'Bryan Hayes. Alright, so this guy is a third baseman only, and his defense is freaking phenomenal. This is almost Matt Chapman like. Kind of a contact hitting guy. I didn't have much power, but you know, it's alright. He has decent discipline, good clutch, you know. And his speed's actually pretty good too. So if you're in the market for a, you know, not super power hitting, but you know, gets on base a decent bit with phenomenal defense at third base, he might be a pretty good card. I'm gonna skip the Cardinals just because I've seen that, because that's my team, and I think it's probably it may be the best card here. I don't know. I may be a little bit biased, but still, I don't know. So Brandon Marsh for the Angels. I've also seen a little bit of a preview for this card. Pretty balanced hitting stats, but again, you know, not a ton of power. I mean, he has enough power, but you know, he has decent vision. Nice vision. 69 right there. He has good contact numbers, good discipline, good clutch, all of that. The fielding's pretty good out there at center. 82 fielding with a 90 arm strength. I'll take that. And 85 speed is also pretty solid. If you're in the market for an outfielder, he is going to be pretty good. Alright, going to the A's. 90 overall. Jorge Mateo, I'm going to say. So this is basically Ricky Henderson here at shortstop. Good stats against lefties hitting, but his stats against righties hitting are horrible. I mean, they're really bad. And righties are what you're going to face most of the time. So this could be like a drag bunt kind of guy, or it could be a pinch run kind of guy on the bench, you know. But I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna start him, his hitting is just a big liability, I think, and that's why I probably wouldn't recommend going for him. But if you want him as a pinch runner, I mean, that's basically gonna be the best pinch runner in the game. Except Ricky Henderson, of course. So we have Evan White here, 94 overall. We're getting really cool card art. The big problem with this is he's a right-handed first baseman, and usually with your first baseman, you want him to hit lefty as well as throw lefty. You know, not super amazing power, good vision. His contact numbers are pretty good. His defense is, I mean, amazing at first, and he is actually pretty fast for a first baseman. But again, I wouldn't recommend him. You know, usually with first base, you're gonna give up a little bit of defense for, you know, some offense. So I don't know. Alright, Josh Young, or how do you say this? Again, another just only third base. You know, the big problem and almost the first stat I look at every time is the power versus right. It's kind of low here. But I will say his contact makes up for it, and that vision at 90 is pretty freaking awesome. 63 speed, so he's kind of average, you know, he's not super fast, he's not super slow. The arm and the fielding over there is good enough, I think. Like, that's a good, solid fielding. Third baseman, if you're hitting against lefties, you're not going to have as much contact, but you're still going to have power. So, I don't know. I mean, again, this card isn't super solid, but I mean, hey, it's a good third baseman. Alright, Astros. Cheaters. You're quitty. His main pitch is a changeup. Okay, Whew. This card looks alright. I mean, the Ks per 9 and base on balls per 9 are pretty good. Hits per 9 and home runs per 9 are pretty low. 95 break though, so I mean, this might be a good guy to like kind of cheese with, just throw a bunch of breaking stuff and kind of kind of troll with your opponents a little bit, if I could say. Diamondbacks, 94 overall, Alec Thomas. Now this card, it's fielding, so out in center, it's going to be pretty fast with 87. He's going to be pretty fast. Catching the ball is going to be no problem, but throwing people out is going to be. His arm is basically Christian Yelich's arm. I mean, you're never going to throw anybody out with this guy. I mean, the power is kind of low. I just would kind of steer clear. Honestly, I don't know. I don't feel super confident with outfielders with just absolute rag arms. Alright, we have Ryan Rollison. 4-seam, curveball, changeup, slider, 2-seam. So, good pitch repertoire. Wish he had a sinker, but of course, not everybody can have a sinker. A lefty starter, good break, really good break, really good Ks per 9, good stamina. His hits and base on balls per 9 are pretty good. So his home runs per 9 are really low, but he's solid, man. He's solid. He's not anything special. I mean, I probably would steer clear from him too, if you're grinding these cards. But again, I mean, all these cards are solid. I'm just, when I say they're not good and when I say steer clear, I'm just saying steer clear from, this compared to the other ones, because there are better pitchers out there and better hitters out there. Alright. This card looks freaking fantastic. Awesome hits per 9. Good, a little low stamina compared to everybody else, but still, awesome Ks per 9. His base on balls per 9 is a little bit low, and so, I mean, his home runs per 9 is decent. A lot of home runs per 9 are pretty low now. His control's a little bit low, but I mean, his velocity and break are going to make up for that. 100-mile-an-hour 4-seam. Does he have? He probably doesn't have outlier. Oh my God, he does. Okay, this guy has outlier, so I mean, this is just already a solid option. That slider's good. That sinker's good. That changeup and curveball are going to be really good to kind of play off the sinker and fastball. I think this is probably, I mean, unless we see somebody else crazy, this is your starting pitcher to go for. LA. Padres, I've done a decent bit. I just wanted to tease. Right, left field, they have Taylor Trammell. Really fast, really good fielding, but again, you're never going to throw anybody out with this guy. Vision's alright. Power versus left is pretty low, but you know what? I'll say 103 and 82 for hitting stats against righties. I mean, that's good, So if you're looking for, I mean, again, he's a lefty hitter, which is good. He's just never going to throw anybody out. So, I mean, if you're okay with that in left field, he's not a bad option. Alright, we got San Fran as the last, or second to last team, because I want to go over the Cardinals. Alright. So, right field, Heliot Ramos, or I don't know. I'm not even trying. Unlike the last few outfielders, he can throw people out. 89 arm and 87 accuracy is pretty phenomenal, with 81 fielding and 78 reaction. So I mean, that's going to be a solid card, and with 81 speed in the outfield, I mean, he's going to be able to track down some fly balls. At the dish, I mean, this is really balanced. He has good contact versus right, and he has okay power versus right. His contact, against left it's pretty average. I mean, 85 is a good number. But then 89 power versus left, it's pretty good. And then you have 70 vision, which is average. It's decent. Problem with this guy is he hits right So I mean, you want as many lefties in your lineup as you possibly can, and that's why I am loving this new Nolan Gorman card. Now this card is phenomenal. I mean, his hitting stats, his contact versus left's a little bit low, but I mean, he still has a ton of power against right, ton of contact against right. I mean, this guy is going to be basically a Christian Yelich against righties. Um, he does throw right though, so when you do play him at first base, it's not going to be as good as if you have a lefty. But I mean, with that hitting, I don't care. Great discipline, great clutch. His fielding is solid, his arm is solid, his reaction's alright. He's not super fast, but that's fine because I think I'm going to play him at first. It's going to take down that fielding a little bit, but that's going to take down that fielding to gold. And when you have gold fielding at first, man, that's really good, And having those hitting stats against righties, being a lefty, I mean, it's just gonna be amazing. His quirks. I mean, I think this is the best card, without a doubt, almost. He's fantastic. The Dodgers pitcher, I can't even remember his name. He's all right. He's pretty good. All right. This is the new headliners. 89 stamina, so a little bit low, but I mean those hits and Ks per 9 are great. Walks and home runs per 9 are also all right. Great break. He has a fastball, slider, changeup, and curveball. So I mean, that 90 velocity is going to make those, like, if you guys didn't know, velocity stat makes fastballs faster, and it makes other pitches slower. So certain pitches slower. So like changeups and curveballs, I think it makes those slower. I don't know about sliders. His control's all right. I feel like this is a pretty solid card. Has some pretty good quirks. Pressure cooker, stingy, and untouchable, grounded, cheesy, knee buckler, and of course illusionist. And what I really think, what two work really well together, is cheesy and illusionist, because you have a really good fastball and you have a good changeup. I mean, that's just a nasty combo. Again, these headliners packs are out. I mean, they're risky, man, but if you want to go for it, you can go for it. 96, I mean, he's going to be a pretty solid pitcher in your rotation. So, I don't know, man. He's a righty, so he's not going to get, he's not going to get shelled by all the righties in the lineups. So, I don't know, man. It's your choice. Of course, he can't hit for anything, but that's all pitchers. So, yeah, man, it's your choice. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If there's any cards that you'd like me to debut, or any of those Team Affinity cards that you think I could do some, I missed, or maybe I misjudged, and they're better than their stats say, just let me know, man. I'll look into them. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.